Removing any object can be as easy as just snapping your fingers. Huh? Ah, there it is. Worked that time. So today, that's what we're going to do in DaVinci Resolve. Removing objects or logos from your videos can be extremely important, especially if you're making stock footage. If you take a look at this stock footage here, you can see all as they did was put a sticker over the logo rather than just removing it in post-production. Luckily for you and I, DaVinci Resolve made this super simple. So today, you get to learn how to do that very easily. My name is Chad. I make DaVinci Resolve tutorials and create systems and processes which help speed up your workflow so you can focus more on your business and or your YouTube channel. If you are finding that this content is useful to you, please give me a thumbs up. And remember, if you want some more, you can subscribe. Now let's jump on in there and see how to do it. Alright, so let's get started here on the edit page. The reason we're going to start there is because we need to bring in the media. If you would like to use the same media that I am using, go ahead to the description below and there are some links in there, or you can check the first pinned comment. The media that I have uploaded, there is a 4K version and there's a 1080p version, depending on which one you want to use. I'm going to use the 4K. So I just drag that down here into the timeline. And now I'm going to come down here to our color page, which is down here on the bottom. You come over to where it says color and click that. Okay, so now we're in the color page, and what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this node down here, and we're going to add a serial node. There's a few ways you can do that, and I will show you. So you can right click, you can come down to add node and click add serial. Another way you can do it is hold Option or Alt and press S. And now I have a second serial node. And what I want to do is I want to label each of them. So let's start here with the second one that we just created. I'm going to right click on that. I'm going to go down to node label. Now I can type in what I want. So this one's going to be object removal. So now let's click over here onto the first node. I'm going to right click, node label, and we're going to label this one mask. So the way I plan to do this is to make sure that I show you how it won't work out perfectly and what you need to adjust on different steps to make it work correctly. So the first thing we're going to do is we got to come down here to this center portion here. You can see where you have your curves and you have all of these other things right here. So what you should do is come over, it should be the fifth one over, and this is called window. We're going to click on that. And this is where we create our masks. So that's what we're going to create on this node. Make sure it's selected and that it's all red. So once you've clicked on the window, you're going to come down here to this one, which is called curve. It kind of looks like a little pen tool. So go ahead and click on that. Now what we're going to do is zoom in. So if you have a scroll wheel on your mouse, you can scroll in, or you can click here and you can scroll in using this. Once you're scrolled in to where you want to be, go ahead and create your mask around it. I'm just going to click here. I'm going to click here. I'm going to kind of round it out by dragging. I'm just click, hold, and drag. Then I'm going to come over here and just click and hold. Now, as you can see, it's not perfect, but that's okay. So I'm just going to do it right here, a little bit like that, and then just click there. It's going to close it, and I have an ugly circle. So now that we have this mask, the next thing we need to do is track it. Tracking is very simple. All we need to do is come back over here to where our window tab is, go one over to the right, and that's called tracker. Click on that. Now we're going to track this footage back and forth. But first, let me zoom out. You can either click here and go to fit, or you can press the Z key. So as you can see here, there's an arrow right and left together. That's going to track forward and backward from whatever point I am on the timeline. So let me click that. Okay, so as you see, it has tracked it completely and very quickly. The next thing we need to do is we are going to take our alpha output from this node and put it into the object removal node. So as you can see here, you have this little blue triangle and this blue square. So on the mask node, click on the blue square and drag it over to the blue triangle of the object removal. Now let's click the object removal node. Once you have that selected, we are then going to select our effects library. Click on that and you will see it like this. And then what we're going to do is you can type object removal. So OBJ is what I started with, and it just popped up. So I'm going to grab this, I'm going to drag it right over onto that node and drop it. Now that we're there, what we're going to do is run scene analysis. That's going to check everything that's happening there. And as you can see, it created this mask, but we're obviously not finished. So what this mask is actually the inside of what I wanted to mask out. So as you come down here to clean plate, you see it says internal, which means it checked what was on inside, not the outside. So let's try that with external. Click on this, come down to external, and then we're going to hit build clean plate. Now, as you can see, it built a clean plate. So let's play it back and see how it looks. But I'm going to do that from the edit page. I'm going to click on there. I'm going to press Command or Control F. And it's going to make it full screen. So this way I can see it. I'm going to rewind this all the way back and see. So as you can see, while doing that, there's a little bit of the mask that can be seen. So this is really what I wanted to show you. If you want to make things a little bit better and more perfect, then let's go back to the color page by clicking the color page tab. Now we're back there, we're still in object removal, and what we're going to do is we're going to come over to here. Let's check our blend mode. We see it's on linear. Let's click on that and put adaptive blend. Let's go back to that edit page and press the Command or Control F and make it full screen. And let's play that back and see how it is. That is looking a whole lot better. So that is how you can remove an object or a logo extremely simply in DaVinci Resolve. If you would like to learn how to add an object, I can also go over that. Just leave me a comment below, and if there's interest, I will make that video. And if you found this content was good for you, please remember to subscribe and take a look at one of these videos here to learn more about DaVinci Resolve or YouTube. And I'll see you in the next one.